A shocking YouTube video shows a mother and her children at a Walmart. The mother being accused by other shoppers of abusing her child. The video comes out of Vineland, New Jersey. We're going to take a look at it. The description on the video says it was taken just after shoppers heard the mother yelling and cursing at her child, and then they caught this on camera. Take a look.
Yeah. You sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? How do you move a car when she's standing up?
I thought she was sitting down.
No, you did not think she was sitting down. No, you did not think she was sitting down. You been yelling at this little girl the whole time. You need to be reported. Because I have 4 children, and I will never move my cart like that with my daughter standing up. No, you were not. You've been yelling, and you know she cannot reach that. You need to call an associate.
Shut up! Cause I just told her sit down.
You didn't tell her.
Yes, I did. Ask her.
No, you didn't.
Ask her.
We got it on video.
You hear me on video? Ask her.
Quickly over here, please.
Ask. I said sit down. We're leaving.
And how you going? You need to wait till she sits down.
I turned my back to get his hand, and I thought she was sitting down.
She's got a problem.
Oh, I was trying to leave.
Joining me now to talk about this bizarre scene is our legal expert, attorney Jay Davis. Jay, it's quite a video there.
It is.
Goodness. Okay, so this woman, she's in the Walmart. Could this video, if it were brought to court, be a case against her for child abuse? Because it says in the description of the video that the women heard the woman yelling, cursing at her child before this happened, and then the child gets the cart pulled out from under her. You can faintly hear her saying, sit down, and then she pulls the cart out from under her. Now, could this be used as evidence?
This can be used as evidence. Of course, they're going to need somebody to tell what else happened during that period of time, if there was something that happened prior to this. Somebody who's accused like this has to have an attorney to analyze the facts, because this can make people enraged. And that's the problem with jurors. You get a juror who sees somebody who does something. This also could be an accident just as well.
Yeah.
Because
like I said,
the video showed there may have been some hollering before. We didn't see that on the video.
That's the
But
thing.
then there's this looking, and we didn't see all of that on this portion of the video, where the girl and the mother are looking at a shirt kind of behind the shirt, the daughter standing up in what's not a very deep shopping cart. And the mother's on the cell phone, sort of, got a lot of reasons to blame the mother, but whether or not it's criminal is another story.
It's one of the things. She doesn't get off the cell phone at all while they're yelling at her. And
right.
These women that are taking the video, if we can re-roll the video, they say that no Walmart associates did anything when they heard the initial yelling and cursing before the video was taken. They say that no Walmart employees tried to stop the mother from yelling or cursing at her child. Apparently they could hear it from across everybody could hear it from across the store. Now, what could those Walmart associates have done if they would have heard something like that?
There's probably not a lot they could have done. They could have gone to the mother and asked her to be quiet. They could ask the mother, tell her that she's disturbing other customers in the place, and ask her to be a little quieter. If it arose to a point of abuse, which that's questionable, then they could call the authorities or anybody in there. It wouldn't have taken a Walmart employee to do that. Could have called the authorities if it was abuse.
Like you said people get enraged over these things. The comments on this YouTube video are just either absolutely scathing against the mother, or they're defending her, saying this is just an accident. And accidents happen.
People dive off diving boards and they get hurt, and it's nobody's fault. It's an accident. A kid runs through the house. Children drowned in bathtubs. Things happen. But in this case, the mother was at least negligent. She's on the phone. She's got some issues there. So those are the things that she would have to defend against in a criminal trial. I don't believe, personally, from what we see, that it arises as child abuse.
Okay.
Look at the child's broken arm. Listen
just
to
a
the other
perfect
thing.
storm of problems.
Put everything together. Maybe you can make that case.
Now let's talk about her reaction really quick, because she, for lack of a better word, flipped out. Does that condemn her in any way, or I mean, anybody in that situation probably would have reacted the same way if they're being
That's right.
accused of abusing their child.
And the people who make that decision generally are going to be jurors. So they're going to be people like you, people like me, who are sitting there and analyzing it with what we know, as not from a legal sense, but what we know from day-to-day life. And was that a legitimate reaction? You're going to have people who say she went way off the deep end, and some people who say, you know what, when I'm caretaking for someone, when I'm in charge of someone and somebody's challenging that, I'm very aggressive and very defensive. And it depends on what people believe.
All right, Jay Davis, always an interesting conversation. I appreciate it. And if you have a legal question, you can send it to us. Just send us an email to itsthelaw@41nbc.com, and we'll answer it on the air.